Yo, hey guys, Ken Perryman here. I'm back again with another cool Jeep thing. Since I've first purchased my Jeep less than a week ago, I have added my first modification. Bullet point mounting solutions is what I'm using, and I'm using the 2024 Jeep Wrangler JL dual ball dash mounts for the 2024 or greater. If y'all don't know, 2024, they put this big old bump in the middle between those two trays on the top of your dash. If you have a 2023, it's designed differently than the 2024. So I got the driver's side, and I was so enamored with the driver's side, I now have the passenger side. I haven't received it yet. I've ordered it. So bullet point, guys, love it. It was easy, as you stated, to put it in. And without further ado, let's go ahead and just talk about how we put it in and show you a couple extra things. It is a longer video because I just want to show off my first ever mod on this Jeep. So thank you guys. Yo, hey guys, Ken Perryman here. And you know what? I'm back again with another pretty cool product. And this one is for my Jeep. Yes. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. And I want to show you this. It came just in the mail just now. Let me show you what's inside this box, which is going to be pretty cool. Just so you know, this is for a 2024 and newer Jeep Wrangler. It is the Jeep Wrangler JL. I have a JLU, which means it's the 4-door. It means that I've got a 2020 4-door. Well, not just 2024, but you know what I mean. It's a newer. It's the newest model. Wow. I ended up getting Jeep Gladiator driver's side dual ball metal dash mount phone holder. I got the phone mount that will clamp onto my phone. I don't have an iPhone. I will have a newer Samsung phone, but currently I have the most recent, which is this Fold. I'm also going to have the newest S series phone, so I wanted to get this ready. And there's a little bit more to this a little bit later, but check this out here in a second. So let's see what I get in the box. Number one, well, you saw that I have this. Go ahead and open it up, and I love the old, looks like bullets shape of American flag. Pretty cool. This looks plastic, but I can feel the coldness to the touch is metal. This is all metal. It's got a nice little rubber bushing right inside that clamp, so it'll help clamp down, give that little squeeze feel, so you can squeeze into your action camera that you're going to mount. And honestly, the action camera I'm going to mount will eventually be my Action 4, Action 5 devices. All right. So we get this. This is for your Action. That is the mount there. There is this. Oh, that's cool. You get a nice little sticker that will probably go on the Jeep somewhere. So you have this. Okay, that's all that's in this box. And I'm sure, yes, that's probably how this is going to go, is that you will unclamp this as far as it'll go until you can get this guy to snap in there. I'm sure you can go all the way with fully unseating it. Clamp it back down. You don't need to go too hard on this. Let's go ahead and show you that carbon fiber look right there. Pretty nice looking. Do the same thing over here. Make sure it's going to do what you want it to do. There it is. Yep. And now you can leave these tightened up and twisted. And that's how that guy looks right there. All right. So we got some clamps. Let's take a look at what's inside this box. Most importantly, this is how the boxes all come. Pretty nice little packaging. And you can also see that they have their Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or X, and of course, the tubage of usage. So let's get inside this box. And yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, another sticker, QR code, scan for MagSafe installation. That's if you have the MagSafe style. Ooh, you got your ball. Oh, that's all metal there too. This outer casing is definitely plastic. You can adjust. So there are charging points on the back of most phones. To set that charging point position, you're going to have to set this up at a level to which when it does drop into position, it'll sit directly over that charging point. If not, you'll miss the charging point or it'll never charge the phone, right? So this is pretty good. All right. You need to click the button to get this to work. Your USB-C is right in there. This might be a sensor that can tell if your product's there. It'll open up as soon as you set your phone, block this sensor, the arms will automatically close. And this, I believe, is going to be your release button. Click the button and the arms will open up. Love that they got their logo there, so you always know. Great advertising. Let's go ahead and tighten this up just for now. It does come with its own USB-A to USB-C charging cable. That is nice. Cloth material. I believe that's going to be all. that's in there. And lastly, I am sure I'm going to get another sticker. Yes, sweet. Tough, solid, secure. Probably to walk you through on how to attach this to your dash. Let's go ahead and get this part off here so we can see, because there's going to be a lot of stuff in this. Oh, that's pretty. That is really cool. So, guys, love the packaging. Looks really nice. Love it, love it, love it. Will display that sticker somewhere inside of my car, on my car. There is a QR code for this guy. Love this guy. Love the concept of this guy. I've seen it. It's pretty cool and keep it on a keychain, but what it's intended to do is it can give you just a little more fulcrum. If you find it's not quite tight enough, you get a little more leverage. You can knock it in tighter because you may be running into a situation where you need this really tight because it's slightly moving or bouncing around on you. This guy, rubber foot, 4 screw holes. I know that those will fit in the Wrangler there. Probably sit like so. Love the rubber foot. This is all metal and it is thick. This whole thing, everything about this, I'm sure if you peel it off, there's probably a screw point in there for this, but man, this is really, really nice. So what I anticipate is closer to me, I'm going to put this guy here, get you around eventually. Okay, that was barely enough. You take a lot of force to move that after a while of moving it up and down. You don't want to cause this to loosen up, but you can definitely hand tighten this in there. Let's continue on with this just as an example. I'll have to modify all of this once it gets in the Jeep, but I'm just showing you what it looks like now. Not bad. Loosening it up, tightening it back down, make sure that screw stays in that hole or this thing is just going to spin forever. So I'm just doing this to show you how this will mount into your Jeep, and then you'll have this extended arm to where you can pivot about this joint and this joint. So let's go ahead and loosen these up so that they are a little bit more fluid. And then of course you can pivot this up or down and also left to right, however you deem fit to set this. So lock it in, call it done. And then of course we're going to set this up properly. Now I'll do that here in a little bit. Actually, I'm going to pre-do this because once I get this set in the car, I don't need to mess around with it. So what I am going to do is plug this in. But before I do that, let's loosen this up so this plate sits normally. And more importantly, that this sits normally. And then again, loosening this way up so that we can get this to lock onto this ball. If it's sitting in the car like so, in the Jeep, I'm going to have this camera pointed out my windshield while the phone is pointed in towards me so that I can access the phone, but this will be pointed out, and I like how they got that set up to where it will lock this from spinning as well as locking it onto the ball. And then like I said, added fulcrum, give it a little extra twist. This is going to give you a bit more pressure to lock this guy right on. So set that there. Again, camera's going to be pointed out the windshield while I'm driving so we can check out all the cool places I'm going towards. I do plan on getting another, actually I like this so much I already got the other side. The passenger side is going to have a phone mount, but not the chargeable kind, just a regular phone mount. And that's going to be set off to the side to where I can face the other, because this is an Action 4. As you can see here, this is an Action 4. I have an Action 5. So the Action 4 will probably be over there, facing towards me so I can talk into the camera while I'm driving. And then I'll have the other one. Yo, hey guys, here we are. We are in my Jeep. Now, this thing says, and I didn't even bring the instructions out with me because I'm pretty sure it's straightforward, but it says it's about a 2 to 5 minute install. We're going to go ahead and give it a shot. I think the hardest part is probably getting your adjustment just right, but we got to figure out a way to get this thing out. There we go. Okay, and it is, okay, that's what it is. It says left side, and it's got 2 little doohickeys that pop into these little holes in here. So I'll tell you what we're going to do, just so you guys can understand what I'm talking about. And those of you who are probably not have done this before, let me show you. Back there are, in the magic of movie making, the 4 holes. So I've taken those 2 arms off that I did the demo on. We're going to go ahead and put this on, and I'm going to move this over so you guys can see. Make sure that we're in the right spot. Wow, like a glove, man, like a glove. All right, so it fits in this location pretty darn simple, and it still leaves you a little bit of a space over here to put stuff in if you want to. Simple enough. You get your kit. I tried to throw that on the ground. Well, you only need 4, and they give you 6 just in case you decide to chuck a few down a hole or a vent. So we're gonna go ahead and get that one started. Get this one started. All right. Find that other one. Get that one started. Right. And get this one started. They give you 5, not 6. I am very good at counting. So they give you 1 extra. That still makes sense. At least 1 extra. We're gonna go ahead and spinny, and I'm using the included tools. All right, gonna start in there at least with a decent little hand crank down. I don't know if you need much more than that. It does have a padded foot, so I'm just using that. In the shorter arm section is the fulcrum point. Okay, and lastly, and not leastly, there is this. So I'm gonna go in there and give me a little bit of a snug tap here. Make sure that's good, yeah. And I'm not worried about it. This is not lug nuts on your vehicle, so I don't need to worry about going in the proper sequence, even though I kind of started that way. Okay, yeah, that's not going anywhere. Now, as I have pre-installed this for the most part, all I need to do is get this ball back on here. There we go. Lock that in, loosen this up a little bit, and see how I might want to turn that. That's gonna be about perfect. Put that there, put this. Then you can break out your F-it tool and get you a little bit of a, oops, lefty-loosey, righty-tighty, Ken. Lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. You think that I'd have learned that by now. Give it a quarter turn. You don't need a huge amount on there. That's not going anywhere. Oh, it's just definitely not going anywhere because I actually needed to adjust it just slightly and it wasn't going anywhere. Yeah, so let's give her a little extra oomph with the tool. Not going anywhere. Power cable. Now, let's see if this is the perfect length. I hope it is. I'm gonna put this down over here. And of course I gotta start up the car here, at least put it in accessory mode. Run the cable up and over, not around the shifter, Ken. Untwist it a bit so that it is down here. Okay, kind of got that a little bit snug. Maybe I want to keep it down here like this. Okay, let's see, maybe a little more design intuition here. Oh, yo, oh wait, this is rechargeable? It's not plugged in yet and it's working. It has a battery? How much do I pay attention, Ken? Wow. Okay, so I got that a little bit tight. Let's snug her in. It appears that I'm charging. Let's go ahead and turn that off real quick. And then let's take this out. Yeah, plug it in. Yeah, it's showing the charging. Wow, and that's where I want it. Yeah, 51%. Nice. So I don't even know where I am on time. I don't really care, to be honest, because this is so intuitively simple that I don't think this is much of a concern. Now, I do have one small concern. I think I'm going to have to do this with it. Tilt it back just a smidge, and then tighten you up so that you sit just about yay. And then take you, oops, yep. So let's go ahead and, I know that that's the automatic, so I gotta, sorry, if I got a little dark on you guys, I apologize. I gotta go ahead and loosen you up just a smidge so I can get you lean back. Find my F-it wrench. Oh, I do like that it's kind of hard to get into position with your hand sometimes, and this little wrench just gives you that little bit extra, right? And then let's see, I'm gonna hit record. And there it is. All right, so checking this out from the driver's side, as you can see, I can see my phone. The Action 5 behind it is slightly blocked, but I'm not worried about that because the fact that I'm just recording there and I'm using this for my phone, for navigation, for whatever it is that I mean, obviously I have a navigation screen down here that is turned off currently, but I can use this for whatever I need to. So I love how this works, and it just sits in position and it does it in a very solid way. And again, you can see down here, this thing is just stout. And most importantly, you still have a little cubby here that you can put some things in if you want to. You can still keep, I could keep my little remote there. the little remote there, our gate or whatever. So pretty darn cool. I love how it's laying out. So pretty darn cool. This is it from this side. You can see it looks really good, looking really nice with the whole setup. And then the other side there that we'll probably knock out here in a later time. Cool. So this is my first ever Jeep mod with this, and I am ecstatic about the fact of getting a Jeep, and even more adding modifications, things that'll work for me. So this is something I enjoy. So guys, I hope this was helpful for you. I do appreciate your time. I'm out.